Are Bitcoin and Litecoin gonna pump or dump? What's up, guys? Crypto Savvy here. Hope everyone's having a great Monday, and I hope you had a great Easter and spent some time with your family. We're gonna take a look at Litecoin and Bitcoin and some key areas and some targets to watch. Then we're gonna, as always, go into the Bitcoin daily versus the gold weekly chart. Take a look at where we're at on that. And don't forget, we're gonna have another t-shirt giveaway Sunday. So don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section down below. That'll get you entered to win. We'll pick a random comment throughout the week. On Sunday, we'll pick a random day, then a random comment, and that'll be the winner of the t-shirt. So, yeah, let's get into the charts and see what we're looking at.
1, 2, 3, jump!
All right, guys, as always, I want to start out by saying I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion and my view of the market only. Anybody that's doing any trading or investing in this market, I suggest you do your own due diligence and your own research because this market is extremely volatile and risky. Also, keep in mind that it's still a speculative market. Don't put in more than you're willing to lose. And I want to thank everybody for subscribing to the channel, leaving your comments, giving a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, guys. So if you're new here or you haven't already, hit the subscribe button in the lower right hand side of the screen. That'll get you subscribed to the channel. Click the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. I do it every day, so that way you don't miss out on anything. Also, smash those likes, guys. Really helps the channel out. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Let's get into the charts. Looking at Litecoin on the daily, we've been looking at this as a possible cup and a handle forming here. And it's still looking like it could be playing out as that. And we would take a measured move off of this $100 area right here. Move it to, if we were to break out over here, and that gets me to the $179 range. So I do think that's still quite possible, guys. Regardless, I'm still bullish here, even if we do dip down a little bit. And we're going to take a look at what we could be looking at. As you can see, I have this rising channel in the RSI. I do believe we're going to come back down to touch this one more time before continuing up. I'm going to take a look at this now. Let's go into the 4-hour and see what we're looking at here. And in the 4-hour, you can see I have, let me get this moved up for you, that we seem to be moving up for another touch up here, which might get us up to the top of this channel around the $81 range, and then possibly come back down if we don't break through. But I think it's possible we break through here, guys. Let's take a closer look at this RSI. I do still believe, as you can see here, we haven't touched quite on this one. I do believe we come back down in here into the oversold. That's quite possible. Let's look at where that would bring us in the price. So first off, we're going to take a look at the bearish scenario. And again, guys, I'm bullish here, even if we do have another little tick down. So keep that in mind. But we do have to keep an eye on these critical areas. And you can see I have this falling channel here, rising channel over here, which we've dipped back down into the rising channel. So my target, if we move down here, is right at the $68 to $69 range, guys, and that would be the bottom of this channel. And if we're to break lower than that, I'd say if we broke lower than the $67 range, guys, actually I'd go as low as, you know, 66. If we broke down below that, we're probably headed towards this next target, which is the 53.51, which is the measured move off of this rising channel here. And that's what gets me that. And now the next measured move would be if we measured the move coming out of this falling channel, and that would be the 47.54. That's the lowest I see us going, guys, if we do drop down. But I don't believe we're going to do that. I believe we get support somewhere in the bottom of this area here and continue up from there. Now we could get stopped at the top of this channel again around the $82 range. But my target here is around the 80. I'm going to move this down a little bit, guys. I got you on here. Yeah, my target here is probably going to be around the $84 range. And if we look across here and see what that lines up with, that's this cluster over here of support and resistance. So And that would be the top of this. Then if we break out from there, guys, if we and we could continue up from here, so keep that in mind. Even though I do believe we're going to come back down here, like I said, in the RSI, we still have room to come back down here again, and that would give us bullish or hidden bullish divergence and give us push up. And I believe the top of this will get us around that $84 range. If we're to break through that, which I do believe is possible, and I believe that's what's going to happen, then we would do a measured move. Whoops, not this one, sorry. Then we do the measured move of the yellow falling channel. And if we were to put that up here where we were to break out, obviously you guys can see I moved this down to the 102 area. Now that's just the measured move out of here. But if we look at that as this as a flagpole and a big bull flag, then my target off that bull flag would be 122.56, which, guys, would line up with this long-term trend line I have right here. So that's what I'm looking at with Litecoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. All right, Bitcoin, we have the same thing, looking at this as a possible cup and a handle. Even though the handle's looking kind of strange over here, it's still possible because this could end up being a ascending triangle and, you know, get a huge push up from here. But let's take a look at where the breakout would be. The breakout of that would be right around the $5,500 range, guys. And that gets me up to the 68.50 area. And if we move across, look at where that would be over here. Obviously, we had resistance, resistance, support, support. So that's a good area. I do believe that's probably most likely where we're headed, guys. But yeah, anyway, obviously, if we get up here, we'll have a a correction. And again, guys, I'm not saying we go straight up there. You know, this could be another month or so, maybe 2 months. But once we hit up there, we'll probably have a correction, and then everybody's gonna FOMO in. Everybody that was waiting on them lower lows, because as you guys know, I do believe the bottom is in. And I don't believe we'll see lower than the 44.50 range. Lowest I see us going is, yeah, right around the 44.50 range, guys. I don't see us going below that again. Anyways, look into the RSI now on the daily. We have the rising channel here. I do believe we're going to come back down here for one more touch, which is going to get us around the, well, we'll look at the targets here in a second. Let's look at the 4 hour and looking in the RSI. I do believe we're most likely going to be coming back down here, guys, in the RSI, get another touchdown here before continuing up. And I'm going to take a look at where that would take us. As you can see in here, I moved this line. I had this as a smaller rising wedge here, widened it up with this move we had last night. We could come up to this 54.81 area, touch the top of that again before dropping down. But guys, I do see us coming back down after that and coming as low as, you know, the 50.80 range. But I do have this rising channel here, and my target on there is around 51.48. But keep in mind, we could go as low as, you know, 5,050, somewhere in this range. But I do have a measured move. If we were to break down past that, if we're to break down past 5,000, guys, I hate to say it, but I think we could be heading towards the 44.50 area, which, like I said, would be the lowest I see it going. There would also be some support here at the 200 EMA on the 4 hour at the $4,800 range, but we'll have to see how that plays out. I don't think we're going to do that. I do believe we are going up from there. If we're to continue up, we could break through the top of this and come up to the $5,700 to $5,800 range here, guys, which would be the top of this rising channel. And if we take a measured move off of that, we take a measured move of this channel, put it up here, This also coincides with this long-term trend line I have over here, which would be around the $6,400 range, guys. If we get up there, most likely going to come back down, test the top of this channel for support, and continue up from there. My next measured move off that would be measuring this as the flagpole. This is the bull flag. And that would get us up here to the 69.05 range. And guys, that could be, you know, another month or two too. Like I said, when I put these targets up, it doesn't mean we're going to hit them in the next day or two. We're just looking at long term. Again, guys, I swing trade. I do not day trade. So if you're day trading, obviously you're going to be using smaller time frames, and you can use the same techniques in the smaller time frames to day trade. But all right, that's my targets for now. And again, guys, I'm bullish here. I do believe we're going to continue up. The only thing that's going to make me bearish is if we break below the $5,000 range, guys. So anyways, looking at, let's go into Bitcoin daily chart versus the gold weekly chart, and we can see what happened to gold after we broke through these resistance lines coming from the peaks. And then obviously this was the last resistance line off of the bear market. You can see we got resistance over here and then blew through. Keep in mind, guys, too, that right here, the gold ETF was approved. And I do think it's possible that either the ETF backed something big is about to happen in Bitcoin, and it's going to give us the same looking move. As you can see, also looks an awful lot like the hyperwave. This is why I think the hyperwave's bullshit, guys. I seriously think that's a bunch of clickbait and crap. They got a bunch of influential people together to talk about it. And just my little conspiracy theory, I think they wanted to hold everybody back so they could accumulate. Why else charge Bitcoin for your conferences and stuff instead of cash if it's going to be going down to 1,000? Anyways, looking at the Bitcoin chart here, and I had all these lines are drawn from the peaks to the breakdown of 6,000, which are the resistance lines. And each time we hit one, we get resistance, we break through, and it becomes support. We are flirting with this one over here, and I believe if we break through, and if we were to break through now, it'd be around the 5420 range. If we break through with conviction, I think we will have to come back down and test for support. I believe it's off to the races from there. Again, guys, this is my opinion. But anyways, as you can see, this was the capitulation, guys. We don't need that capitulation candle that everyone was talking about. And if you notice, everybody's not talking about it anymore. All them super bears, the professionals used to be in the stock market talking about they needed a capitulation candle. It's obvious that you don't need a capitulation candle. If you look in here, there was never one. We'll zoom in. There was never a capitulation candle in this huge run up to this bear market in gold. Never a capitulation candle in there. So everybody that was saying that, like I said, they're not saying it as much now. I've been saying it forever that we don't need to see that candle. But anyways, yeah, keep an eye on this. If we break this line, like I said, and this is on Bitstamp, guys, but it's around the 5420 range. We break through that, and with conviction, I believe we come back down to test it for support, but that's about it. I don't believe we'll see lower than that, you know, again, if we break it with conviction. But we'll have to wait and see what happens there. I gave you guys my targets, what I'm looking at. So if you guys like the channel, make sure to click the Crypto Savvy logo above my head to get you subscribed. Tick the notification bell to get you notified when I post new videos. Smash those likes, guys. Leave your comments down below to get you entered to win the t-shirt. Also, just to let me know what you think of the video. Thanks. I'm out, and I will see you tomorrow.